Hello and welcome, my lovely Taurus. Taurus, your card in tarot is the Hierophant card. This is civilization card, the tradition card, the need to civilize. Oh, Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. It is also the orthodoxy, the yoke of the world, the strength of it. All right. Me being the Queen of Clovers, my readings tend to focus on life, craft, action, nurturing ourselves and others, and using our will for the highest good and calling with unconditional love and gratitude. And that is why I thank you now, my lovely Taurus, for all your likes, subscribes, your views, your tips and donations, your booking, your personal reading. It has all been a great help and support to my channel and the spirit message that I put out there for you. All right, so what are we working with right now? Well, Monday 11/11 is Portal Day. I will definitely do a Monday energy update on it because it is a huge day for connecting with your ascendant masters and your spiritual guides. It is a great day to work on your master manifestor plans. And it's all about discernment and non-attachment to outcome, making your dreams come true through faith. And then on the day right after, we have a lovely full moon bringing things to light. It's represented by the Six of Pence. It is a Taurus full moon on the 12th. Taurus is maternal and material, sensuous and empathetic, but it is also, this full moon is very abundant and expansive energy. It could also be a green with envy full moon. The Taurus is the bull, strength, stability, safe and security, focus. But Six of Pentacles is also the card of extremes. It's also the card of Svengali, or the card of the stage mother, that extra control on your life, that over-traditional control on your life that could be causing you difficulty. You will have the urge to sell yourself out. It'll be quite the most tempting thing. But it's time to let go of that control that's forcing our hand, and also not to let go. Even though full moons are about purging, it's about not letting go of what we might regret later. Let's not be rash like an Aries. All right, Taurus. So this is your general weekly intuitive energy and card reading for the week of November 11th through 17th, 2019. Remember, time is merely a pretense. Past, present, this could be past, present, future energies and or lessons. This is general Taurus reading, meaning that sun, moon, house, rising positions, cross watchers welcome, but it still will not apply to all. Definitely take the messages that serve you and leave out all the rest. I'm just going to use my steampunk tarot deck here to pull whatever spirit thinks Taurus needs to know right this minute. Pull some spiritual advice from the Sun and Moon Tarot, and maybe and then some Cartomancy love messages. All right, so fighting the sun here from my old school reading from my bedspread. Haven't done this in a while. I used to do my personal readings from my bedspread. All right. Oh dear, what do you need to know, my lovely Taurus? I do have the Five of Pentacles there. But let's start out with the Nine of Swords. This is not just the nightmare card. This is the nightmare card that you are torturing yourself with. This is remaining in the nightmare. It's not moving on. It's like, you know, that expression, if you're walking through hell, keep going. You're not going. You're staying. You're remaining for some reason. And then I have the Five of Pentacles, the second card out, and that is being left out in the cold. Not just financially, but socially. It's absolutely the contradiction of your card, the Hierophant card. You know, this would not being able to go to like the church, or not being able to, you know, sometimes this is pride, not asking for help, not going to traditional means because you're not in that straight place. It's being left out. And then the World card. This is a really interesting card to come after this, because the World card is about naturally blending into life. It's about naturally assimilating all your lessons, from your recent lessons. It's a major ending, but it's also a major beginning. It is almost like that perfect balance of life. And I know that you think you're moving towards that, Taurus, but actually what's happening here is, this is really interesting message. Spirit is saying, Taurus is good. Taurus is freaking resourceful. Taurus is the card of the the extreme feminism card, feminine card energy of abundance, of making things better, of using their resources. You know, it's like if you give, you know, you give a woman a home. If you give a woman a house, she'll make it a home. It's that energy, that really just expanding energy. So even though you are not doing well, maybe emotionally or financially, you are absolutely using your resources to continue to move forward towards this ending. But you need to find a way to drop the difficulty. You're looking to get to some more physical endings. These are more swords are man-made. You're still working on those man-made. I know it's Hierophant traditional energies to get to this ending, to get to this balance that you want, this world card. You want the world. You're willing to give it up. You're willing to make do with what you have, even though it is extremely difficult. However, you're not seeking happiness. This is seeking physical, man-made, pence and swords issues. It's not seeking, there's a lack of spirit here to get to that world card, to get to that blending card, nature, naturalness card of yourself. All right. Energies that are going to hit you this week. The Queen of Cups could be a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, and the Ten of Pence in reverse. There's something about this lack of finances or lack of resources that you have that ain't been bothering you. And Spirit is saying, you've been tempting me. Oh, Taurus, have you tempted the Spirit to just, when people get broke and they get into the despair of nightmares and just, you know, down to their last penny, you know, somehow Taurus can put them together, put two pennies together and rub them together. Spirit is trying to send you a message of gentleness, to be gentleness, to work on your spirit, to work on your Queen of Cups, your happiness, not your money. This is an invitation to not worry about money. Things aren't going the way you want financially, and it's not because you're not working at it either. It's just because you're just moving towards a goal to check off that box or to check out that balance in the bank account to get the bills paid. You're not really working on the goal that's feeding your heart the most. Five of Cups. Not only are you mourning a past situation, you be living in it, baby. This is depression. This is because you've been on this Knight of Pence journey. This is you for sure. This is the Knight of Pence journey that you've been on that's not working. It just keeps leading to depression and unhappiness. So when it comes to love, you're just trying to avoid it all. You're just trying to work on your money. I'm depressed. I'm not happy. I'm not even as successful as I think I could be as a Taurus, is what we're feeling here, gents, ladies and gents. But loves, it's because you're overly focused. This is the slowest knight in the deck. They're going to move the slowest, and this is you moving slow through emotional darkness. And that's why you're having trouble even getting your Ten of Pence. It's in reverse. You're finishing a cycle of loss, but you need to, but the only way you're going to fill your coffers financially is if you fill your heart spiritually, so you have something that you can work at to a point of deep abundance. This is the realization of happiness. You know, love and finance rule the world. They rule the tarot and astrology too. It's how to cope with these things. I mean, we have religions. We have, I have a flipped card here. I have two flipped cards here. I'm going to put them back in the deck because I'm not sure how they came up, so I don't want to trust them. I'm pretty sure the deck was clean before I started, but let's not. All right, so this is just you discovering that it's having a place to live, having a roof over your head, having, you know, even a full fridge, even a full bank account is not enough. You might not have those things yet, but it's not the kind of value you need in your life to succeed the way you really want to succeed. And you're just coming into that knowledge that there's more to life than pentacles kind of thing. And it's hard because earth and energy is your own. So let's see. Put down your sword. Okay. Let's just put down your swords, my loves. You need to put down your swords. You're fighting in the wrong way. You're fighting with swords. Not good. You need to put down your swords to get yourself. This is your card as well, the Empress. is the kingdom building a Taurus style, and you are not doing it. You're not building your empire the properly. Your abundance is not with you, and it's just because your swords are up. You're not letting people in to help. You're not letting people in to suggest. You're not letting people in to hear, to advise, to comfort. It's a sense of holding people at bay with your swords, because you've been through some shit, but you kind of just put it aside and said, I'm going to take care of all the physical stuff that I need to, my home stuff, and see what happens with that, and see if things go okay. You have a Page of Cups again around you, who's like a young water sign, perhaps a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. They're trying to help you, but they can't. They're not able to reach you. And in fact, you have your energy of holding them at bay by sword, which is very contradictory to your energy. It's probably cruel or unkind words, or matter of fact Taurus speaking. We know how we like Tauruses love that. I'm a Taurus cusper, and I do have a very sharp tongue, so it can be very cruel. And so you're actually holding somebody at bay who loves you very much, who cares about you. It could be a child or a brother or sister, younger person around you that sees the difficulty you're going through. They're just not reaching you. They can't. It's because you're holding them, like I said, at bay with swords, but you're also holding off your abundance, your abilities, your ability to move forward. And you are working hard, though. You are working so hard at mastery, my love. But it's like working at mastery on a factory line. It's not working at mastery at life. It's just so, I'm just going to finish this, check the boxes, and get out of this business kind of feeling that it's like, no, I don't want that. I'm coming to my end. It's almost like you're overly focused on a goal that you don't even know you might not want it anymore. It might have been the good suggestion or the good advice that got you back on your feet after, this Nine of Swords nightmares first began hitting you, but you haven't processed it. So it's almost like, my darling, it's almost like it's almost like you cut your heart out. Does that make sense? This full moon is yours. Don't waste it. It could be a time of karma to receive what we sowed, the wishes we sowed, the wishes we've been working on, the seeds we planted during that new moon in Scorpio. What do you really need? What was happening at that time? Let's get advice from Spirit, because you're so closed off. You're so withholding energy. If you cannot bring in love abundance, you cannot bring in financial abundance. And that is the message of the tarot, is you have to come into whole balance. This World card is about whole balance in the natural world. You can't come into it with nightmares and feeling left out in the cold. It's just not going to happen. You have to open your heart to even Spirit. Okay. Ace of Cups in reverse. You're pretty uninspired anyway. This is advice from Spirit. You got some cups to pour out. I know this is kind of weird, but Spirit says you have to clean your heart. Your heart is not clean. And the Moon card, a Pisces, and perhaps somebody who's very intuitive. In a Pisces, there are secrets of your heart, secrets of your spirit that you need to work through. You need to go finish the dark night of the soul. It's almost like you started the dark night of the soul and then you walked away. And that's why your High Priestess, your intuition, isn't working. You're having to work on too many physical things, earthen things, as opposed to High Priestess spirit, intuitive things. And this Moon is and this High Priestess card in reverse are saying you were in the middle of the dark night of the soul, and it's like you found an escape hatch, but you're still in the darkness. It's still not working. And if you continue to do this, the Wheel of Fortune is going to continue to drive at you until you can find your way out of this. This is a recommendation for you to sit with your pain, because it's blocking everything. It's blocking happiness from you. If you don't clear out the pain, there's no room for the happiness to come in. And it's like, yeah, you just put that aside for now to work on some things. You did have physical things to work on. It's your comfortable space, Taurus. But this is Spirit saying, get rid of it. Dump it out. Start over. Because you can't start over the way you are now. Whew. Taurus, you have checked some boxes. Spirit says it's not like you have failed. It's like you're doing very well at taking care of yourself, you and yours, but there's an emptiness of love here, an emptiness of spirit and energy, of happiness and joy and completion. You know, that the energies of just abundance. Your true abundance is not there. Two of Cups, yeah. Oh my gosh. This is a love message. This is the water sign. Somebody trying to approach you in love, or you trying to approach love, and somebody wants to marry you. Taurus, somebody wants to marry you. Oh, too many cards, Spirit. I'm trying to figure out who it is because that is pretty definitive message right there. With the Jack of Hearts, a love message is coming in. I did have the Page of Cups message coming in. But they want to marry you and take care of you. This is, they want to stabilize you. I could have a King of Cups. I think it's a water sign. And oh, this is interesting. Can I get, you have a water sign and a fire sign in your energy that want you to, they're supporting you very greatly. I think one is with the Queen, it's a very helpful. These people want you to be happy, and they see you working for it, but they don't see you as happy, so they're concerned. They're deeply concerned. This is very much the celebration card, love. You're beginning to see that people love you again. And I'm not even talking about lovers, although it can be a lover. It feels more like a, it doesn't feel like a lover. It feels more like a, just a great support. That feels like a lover. This feels like other supporters. Spirit is trying to tell you that you can move forward in an inspired way, like your path is open, but you have to, you have to remove what no longer serves you and start celebrating things. That's a pretty, oof. You have love available to you. You're just not seeing it. You need to cut out the nightmares. You need to work through that dark night of the soul. This is actually a recommendation to sit in your sadness and your pain, get out of it, and then celebrate with others. Because you are excluded from others right now in a very big way. This whole reading says you are outside. You are completely outside of the whole circle. And you need to come in. People want you to come in. Emotionally. Yeah. Team victory. People want you in their life, in their victory. They want to celebrate in your victory. They just can't. And this is you. Okay? Cut out the sadness. Cut out the nightmares. Let people in. You'll get your public victory and your entrepreneurial card. Your abundance will begin to come through. You need a little love in your life. Oh, and it's not like it's not there for the taking. People want to love you. You are just holding them at bay with a sword, with your swords. You're just holding them back. And it doesn't even feel good, so stop it. Cut it out, Taurus. Let people in. They love you. All right, thank you for sharing your energy with me. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, tip or donate if the spirit moves you. Book a personal reading with me at qclovers1111@gmail.com, or you can email me if you'd like to speak to me privately at that email. Have a great week, my Taurus. Let love in, because there's so many people waiting here to support and love you, because they see that you're coming into this, but they just don't see you're happy, so they want that for you. All right, loves, have a great week.